a member of the Patriotic League of Uganda, a royalist to General Muhoozi-Plu and a royalist to President Museveni. First of all, benchmarking from the history of this country, in 1962 when Uganda got her independence, one of the challenges Uganda faced is that the presidents that came forward would plan to serve but not to retire. And basing on one quote of one philosopher, it is clear that a leader is successful when his successor is successful. When you look at what led to the downfall of the Obote I government, was because Obote was looking at serving Uganda, not looking at what will happen after Obote I. That's why when he was in the meeting in Tanzania, he was called that Amin has overthrown you. Because there was no plan of Obote to plan to retire and hand over power peacefully. The same happened to Amin in 1978. The same happened to Obote too. And because of 1981, what happened, the elections were not fair. The revolutionarist, President Museveni, took a decision with few men and went to the bush. And in 1986, they were able to liberate this country from the bondage of slavery. We were crying of slave trade and slavery imparted to us by the whites. But when we got independence in 1962, our own Ugandans started making us slaves within our own country. And President Museveni as a patriot did not tolerate that, and he had to go to the bush. And we thank him for liberating this great nation. And we thank him for his fundamental change he has brought to this country. I quote from his statements in 1986. He quoted and said, this is not just merely a change, it is a fundamental change. And we can all witness to that we have witnessed that fundamental change. In all sectors of education, in all sectors of tourism, in all sectors of health, in all sectors of transport, in very many sectors, we have witnessed that fundamental change. That's why as young patriots of this country, we are saying to our dear President Museveni, whom we love so much, our grandfather, that please, your fundamental change brought here, we cannot leave it die. Yes. History of Uganda has always repeated itself.
Museveni was next.
It repeated itself in 1972. In 1978 it repeated. In 1981 we went to the bush. In 1986 we liberated this country. And here we are saying as young patriots, we are not going back to the days of 1960, no, where our country was at. Yes. We are saying no. President Museveni, you have done good and we appreciate you, our grandfather. And we thank you so much. And we are saying that please, we have been monitoring since 1994 when General Muhoozi-Plu took a decision to join, he first joined the LDU, then he advanced to the UPDF, taking the decision to join the army as the son of the president, who has all privileges surrounding him as the son of the president, saying I don't want to be the Sudir, the strong businessman of this country, saying that I don't want to be the strong mafias of this country. Instead, I want to serve my country. And I quote from Museveni, it is patriotism that drove General Muhoozi-Plu to join UPDF. Then General Muhoozi-Plu did not go to UPDF to look for riches, because riches were there already. He is the son of the president. Oh, yes. So we thank him for that patriotic heart. We have been monitoring since he joined the SFC as a commander of the SFC. All of you who always view media, you have seen the headquarters that were established at SFC headquarters in Entebbe. All that is an initiative of a corruption fighter, General Muhoozi-Plu. You saw when he was appointed the commander and face, when he went to Bombo Barracks, he changed the face of Bombo Barracks. If you go there now, you will wonder. That is General Muhoozi-Plu. When he was appointed the CDF, you saw what he did at Mbuya, what he's doing even now at Mbuya. You know recently in 2021, he threatened to resign from army if corruption in Mbuya was not checked. And from that, immediately a lot of changes took place. As I speak now, every soldier, those who are related to soldiers and you talk to them, they can tell you what is happening. Corruption has gone away from army. And here we quote from Museveni in 2018. He said that I am very patient with the corrupt, but I know General Muhoozi-Plu will not be patient with you. And we have witnessed it, General Muhoozi-Plu is not patient with the corrupt. So we request President Museveni that since we already have our corruption fighter, General Muhoozi-Plu, we have already seen that he can fight corruption. He is the real anti-corruption crusader. Not even Museveni or opposition can finish the corruption here in Uganda. Because the opposition is very corrupt. We have seen them swindling billions. The NRM is corrupt. Because the people even now incarcerated who are in prison are members of the NRM party. And majority of them have captured Museveni, where in some instances he fears to talk about them because he knows when he talks about them they may fight back, and that's what we want to remove. And General Muhoozi-Plu tweeted in 2023 that I know some people have been taking what belongs to the young people, but time is soon coming where those who claim to be connected and take the advantage of that and soon what belongs to the young people, time is coming for those people to stop.
Oh yes.
And I can assure you that time is 2026. As the young population of Uganda, we are committed to ensure Uganda receives the first peaceful transition of power of the president. Oh, yes. And that is in 2026. Please, General Muhoozi-Plu, please, Museveni, our interests are good to both Museveni, to both General Muhoozi-Plu, and both to this great nation of Uganda. We are fighting to consolidate the revolutionary achievements. And President Museveni, as I conclude, has always made this statement, and I thank him for the first revolutionary principle of democracy. He has given us power to elect our leaders. And we can say democracy has always been exercised in our election since 1986. And here we say, even recently when he was in one of the functions recently, he made a statement that it is not good for the leader to cling on power when people are making the other choices. So we must respect people's choices. And people's voices countrywide are saying it is time for the corruption fighter General Muhoozi-Plu to take over power. And we are bringing him, we shall democratically vote for General Muhoozi-Plu in 2026 and he becomes our president. I thank you so much. Our voice and our view will never be compromised. It is General Muhoozi-Plu 2026. We hope our dear President Museveni will honor our request and will recognize our voices and give us a chance to bring our peaceful transition in 2026 as General Muhoozi-Plu takes over as our 10th president. Thank you so much.
Museveni now. Museveni now.
Museveni now.
Museveni now.
2026. Not agree to hand over power come 2026. This is made worse by the high rates of unemployment, land grabbing, and other pressing issues which we see currently they have no solutions. Therefore, as purely patriots, in argument with other sections of society, such as the young people of Uganda, the Gen Z, the old generation, the civil society organizations, NRM supporters, and those against it, who have been advocating for a peaceful transfer of power, we think it's now the right time for him to think about not contesting again in 2026. We call upon the great Pan-Africanist, General Museveni, to seriously consider handing over power to a noble and appropriately elected leader in 2026. On many occasions, the President has himself made it clear that if he finds a suitable leader elected by the people, he will have no reason to keep here. When he was in Ruero, he made it clear that he would not hand over power to wolves. Who were the wolves? The opposition who were backed by foreign interests and had no good intentions for this country. But rather a patriot who would emerge a winner in a democratic election. A patriot, that's a key word. Having said all that, the young generation of Uganda, with the above mentioned sections who make majority in Uganda, the civil society, the old generation, those against NRM and those in support of it, believe that General Muhoozi is the only suitable candidate to hold the mantle of the next president. General Muhoozi has always served with great excellence wherever he has been posted to serve. why do we think General Muhoozi is the best suitable candidate to lead us from 2026 and beyond? General Muhoozi has support from across all the of people, the young generation, the Gen Z, the millennials, old generation, our grandfathers, our fathers, also in the military. He has great support everywhere. He has great support. So we believe him being a representative of the youth, the young generation, he has that energy to run this country. So we think with the growing age of President Museveni, we need a young person to take on the mantle. Military background. General Muhoozi has a military background and has held positions within the country's military at the top level. As youth review this experience to be key and valuable requirement for a suitable presidential candidate. Continuity. As youth we believe that General Muhoozi will continue the development and progress that associate with President Museveni, though he might not continue with the bad things. Ensuring stability and continuity in governance through consolidation of the revolutionary ideas. Leadership qualities. General Muhoozi has the leadership qualities, skills and vision necessary to lead Uganda and effectively address the challenges facing this country. Now let's look at the background of General Muhoozi. General Muhoozi is a military officer currently serving as both CDF and SPA to the President. Born in 1974, General Muhoozi has received various military trainings in various countries including UK, US, Egypt and South Africa, among many others. He has served in various military positions such as leading Special Forces Command, commander of the UPDF Land Forces and leading the famous Operation Lightning Thunder. I hope you all remember that. He was there physically. So such a person, I think, is the only one who can be suitable to lead this country.
Yes.
He dealt a heavy blow to Joseph Kony, who ran to neighboring countries. He has also been involved in foreign peacekeeping missions, like in Somalia, Sudan, South Sudan, and the DRC. General Museveni himself made it clear that the only person who cannot tolerate corruption in Uganda is General Muhoozi. If himself, President, said he can't tolerate corruption, do you think he will offer a solution to any corruption in Uganda? Why don't we think of bringing the person he said he will end corruption?
Oh, yes.
It's now the time. Because if we keep saying now this is not our time, when shall our time come? 2031. Surely, where will Uganda be? We as the young people, you see these people are eating our future. If we don't come out, then there will be a problem. It's either now or never.
Yes.
In conclusion, we therefore appeal to His Excellency the President and the Commander-in-Chief, General Kaguta Museveni, to allow General Muhoozi-Kainerugaba retire from active service so that he can further engage in countrywide consultations ahead of the 2026 general election. That is our press release for today. Thank you so much.
Kankunda Hopu, Umnyotogwa Western Ninga Western Region, and Sima Mnonga Obwebembezi wa Uganda, Ninga wa His Excellency we Kaguta Museveni, Sima Mnonga abokote bembireje, twenke mnyeto tukwebaza Mnonga ahabwa marwaro agutukuriremu tutuyisure ndwara amashomera gutufunde twakura tushomere ntwebaza Mnonga obwebembezi bwawe. Kureka twabantu kushaba burijo muzire kwakura yayahwira mani yabazireje abana bamuhe mukono netwe twabantu shaba ngo otwikirize ohumuze Jeno MK omahe omwikiriza ije kutebembera omihangaritu kandi teturiye nyuma kumuhe mukono no kumusupportinga itwe nkamnyeto ya Uganda ninga ya Western student president of expecting atari MK niwe expecting niwe kwenda so mwebale Mnonga.
Thank you.
I'm an apostle in the church here in Uganda. On behalf of pastors, bishops, reverends, sheikhs, and everyone affiliated to any religious organization, I want to speak this to you. we cannot be lovers of God and students of the Bible without recognizing the need of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. I'm very sure from the background, whenever God wanted to save a nation, the oil comes from, it comes from Abraham, Isaac, and then Jacob. To make matters worse, when God wanted to buy us from the corruption of this world, 1 Peter chapter 1 from verses 18, he says that he sent us his son, and he bought us, he paid a price of his blood. That was Jesus Christ as a son. Now, we went into the Bible with what is taking place. We are right in the season. We are right in the moment where the hope of Uganda is in the son, the tested son, General Kainerugaba. I want to call upon everyone here that we cannot shy away when things are getting destroyed. Yet we have strength. We founded President Museveni, our father, for the fire brought us. Most of us, we didn't have any opportunity of going to school. But through your initiatives, our fathers never went to school. But through your initiative as a president, you have taken us to school. And to make matters worse, established us a leader. So I want to call us everyone that this is the time for us to stand and support the Son. In the Bible, whoever did not support the Son was prone to perishing. Up to now we still call upon people to come and believe in the Son of God, Jesus Christ. That when you believe in him, you have eternal life. So the hope and the peace of our nation is under General Kainerugaba. So we request you, Mr. President, our Father, please help us retire General Kainerugaba. Let him come and consult the nation. 2026, Uganda needs salvation from the corruptions of this world. And General Kainerugaba is the answer to that. May the Lord bless you. Can we need General Muhoozi-Plu Kainerugaba atware maso wewe muzei
So you can you speak on behalf of the young people.
Okay. Rwampara district nisima munonga His Excellency President Museveni tata wito mukundwa mwena imeromira kajya bacara ntimusima munonga ahaboko bankita bacara atkorire byinji atuyambire atuyirobgabe nito twategeka ningashinike twayijumbera ombintu bitwakureta kwijumbera mukabacara. So nishaba President Museveni wito mukundwa kandi tata wito mukundwa tukunda munonga otkorire munonga kurige nyuma kutsahatiya ntumushaba ntumweshengereza ngo ahumuze ngo ahumure atoyekurire Kainerugaba Muhoozi kandi omuntu muto kubanga umuzire kokura wasoma ingingo za bukuru ebintu mwene bikurema hazakibikurema okwatsa umwana uwo kuboyine mamasiko ninga sho kwasomusika moto abantu eshengereza President witu His Excellency Museveni ngo aturekurire Kainerugaba abase kutwaro misho 2026 kandi nito kine tumujye nyuma kumusupportinga itito nkaba member ba PRI na nihanga jona nebyo mukama bantu wengi Mozoye